Well, we're back at it with another chance to meet an outstanding new Eagle as the newest Colorado Eagles goaltender. Peyton Jones joins us. And Peyton, thanks so much for taking some time with us. And I know we're all excited to have you here in Colorado.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, what a tremendous college career that you had. And it's amazing. You start to look at your numbers and some of the records you compiled and just an incredible freshman year. You go out and you start 36 games. As a freshman, you help lead Penn State to a Big Ten championship. You're the Big Ten tournament MVP. And it just went from there. The records that you hold, whether it's games played, minutes played, saves, you are right there, the top of the charts. Can you kind of encapsulate what your college career was like? Because, again, right from the get-go, it was seemingly nothing but really big success.
Yeah, it was special. Penn State was the school that I dreamed to go to, and Coach Kadowski gave me the opportunity to go there, and I kind of I thank him for that because he put his faith in me, and for my freshman year, made me the starting goalie, and I kind of just went from there. So the coaching staff there is tremendous. I had a tremendous team in front of me all 4 years. They definitely helped with everything I've done, but Penn State's a great school, great athletic program, and I'm super happy I was able to go there for 4 years.
Well, and again, it's years in your life where you have a lot of development, a lot of progress as an individual, as a player. How did you see your game continue to get better and better through those 4 years with the Nittany Lions?
I think I kind of just realized my strengths, my athletic ability, my size, my speed, my quickness, and I kind of use that to my advantage. I kind of during high school, I was, a little bit of a smaller kid. And then as high school kind of, went on, I grew a little bit. So when I was smaller, I had to have that athletic ability, the speed, the quickness, because you weren't as big, didn't feel as much net. So I kind of had that in my toolbox. And then, when I grew a little bit, I was able to be more of a technical goalie, use angles to my advantage, being in good position. But then, sometimes in games, things don't go as planned and, you have to rely on the athletic ability. That's kind of where I just use my athletic ability and speed to make saves whenever I have to.
Well, it kind of takes me to my next question because size is not an issue anymore. You're 6'4", big goaltender. How would you describe your style of play?
I think the biggest thing is competitive. I mean, I'm a really competitive guy. I compete on every puck, don't give up on anything. And then, like I said, I try to be in position at first, on angle, technical, but if things don't go right and I have to be athletic and use my size and speed, and I can do that. So I think that's kind of how how people will see me play.
Was there a goaltender, either current or former, that you tried to emulate your game after?
Not really. I'm the kind of guy where I watch goalies and take things in bits and pieces. I think everyone's different. I truly believe that, and I think that no one can be two people can be the same. So I think that as a goalie, for me, I watch different goalies, see different things that I like, and then take that and try and help that help me on the ice. But I think that overall, just watching other guys and watching NHL hockey and seeing what those guys do. But I definitely there's no one that I would say I play like that guy. I think that I just watch everyone and kind of take some things, leave other things, and try and use that to mold my game to be the best in me.
Well, back in May, you signed a 2-year contract with Colorado. What was it that you liked about Colorado? What made sense about it?
Well, I was actually there last summer. My sister had a softball tournament, so I just went there, just kind of like a little vacation. It was unbelievable. And then coming out of college, when the season got canceled because of coronavirus, I think that big thing for a college free agent like myself, was go somewhere where you're wanted and where there's opportunity. And on the calls that I had, the people that I talked to, this is the spot that fit everything that I wanted. And I've talked to some people that have played there and played against the Eagles when they were in the Coast, and they said that it's an unbelievable place to play, and I'm super excited to play in that environment.
Well, I was going to ask you, as a competitive guy, obviously you have things that drive you and that ratchet things up for a competitor, and I would imagine playing in that building is going to be great for you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely excited. So.
Well, you've had chances to meet with Craig Billington, the assistant GM for the Colorado Avalanche, Ryan Bach, the goaltending coach for the Colorado Eagles, two guys who played that position in the NHL. Does that kind of bolster the decision-making that, you got guys that have played this at the highest level, the goaltending position, and you're going to step into that?
Yeah, for sure. That was definitely a big part of it too. I mean, having guys who know the position, like you said, that have played at a high level, that I'll be able to work with every day. Like, that's huge. Those guys were there, they've been there, they know what it's like. So I'm looking forward to be able to learn from them and help me get to that level.
How about this summer? What does it look like in terms of just trying to get some ice, trying to take some shots?
Yeah, so at first it was tough. We were hit pretty bad here. I'm like 30 minutes north of Philadelphia, so it was pretty bad. So for maybe 2 months, I was literally at home, didn't even leave my house once. So it was no ice at all. Working out in my basement. I have some stuff in my basement that I use. But it was just kind of, small things, trying to stay active, getting outside with my siblings, just being, like I said, athletic ability, just playing different sports and, kind of just getting a sweat in. But now, stuff's starting to open up. So I'm able to train, skate like 2 to 3 times a week and work out 5 days a week. So it's been definitely good. It's a longer off season, which is different for me. It's kind of like, weighing how much should you skate, what's too much, what's not enough. So it's definitely a learning curve for me for sure, but it's something new and I'm looking forward to it.
That's fantastic. Well, let's close it out with a little lightning round, try to get to know you a little bit better and some of the things that you enjoy. How about your go-to pregame meal?
Always chicken, sweet potatoes, and Brussels sprouts. So that's when I'm able to make it, but I'm not that picky. I pretty much eat anything, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Your favorite hockey memory, and I know you've got a lot of them from your time at Penn State.
Yeah, I'd probably say winning the Big Ten championship my freshman year. We kind of went in as the 4th seed. No one had us. Everyone had us counted out, and we came back and we won. So that was special.
Favorite subject in school?
Probably, I guess, history.
Last question for you. And you're a goaltender, and everybody says goalies are a little bit different. Any odd pregame rituals, things you always have to do before a game?
Not really. I tape my stick before every game. I don't know if that's a ritual. I mean, some guys don't, but I don't really have any superstitions. I kind of just, go out. I have a routine that I follow, but I wouldn't say there's any like weird superstitions that I like have to do things. Like I've heard of guys like brushing their teeth like before they go on the ice and stuff. But for me, it's just kind of follow my routine and get out there and try and stop the puck.
Well, it's been working for you the whole career, and we're excited to see that career continue here in Colorado. Can't wait to see you out here in just a couple of months here as kick things off. Thanks so much, Peyton. We appreciate you joining us, and welcome to Eagles Country.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. I'm excited.
All right, that is goaltender Peyton Jones.